Good afternoon. This is the June 10th, 2020 meeting of the Babylon Town Board. As you can see, we're still streaming live on our YouTube channel as a result of Governor Cuomo's executive order that has limited access to public meetings through now July 7th, 2020. We're hoping that once we hit that date, we'll be able to return to live meetings, and it's coinciding with our next town board meeting, which is scheduled for July 8th, 2020 at 10 a.m. If you're interested, if you're tuning in now and you're interested in addressing the board on any items on the agenda, on the YouTube channel, you see a link that you can hit and request to speak either in any one of the three public hearings today or about any of the resolutions. There's also a link on that which will show you the resolutions that are on the agenda today. So that's by way of information. I'm going to ask everybody to now, for the official meeting, please rise for a salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance
to
the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence, and I'd ask that you keep in your thoughts and prayers the brave servicemen and women serving our country, both here and abroad, as well as those in our town, both families and friends who've been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, and a special prayer for all of the first responders, our volunteer firefighters and emergency personnel, nursing staff, and all those who've been responding to the residents here in the Nassau-Suffolk region. Thank you. Please be seated. Would the deputy clerk please call the roll?
Councilman Mineta.
Here.
Councilman Martinez.
Present.
Councilman McSweeney.
Here.
Councilman Gregory.
Here.
Supervisor Schaefer.
I am here. And all five are present. Thank you, Steve. And I want to ask the board and the members of the public to keep in your thoughts and prayers Jerry Compitello, our town clerk. Her mom lost her partner earlier today. He passed away after an illness, and we want to keep Jerry and Jerry Doherty, our former deputy town clerk, and all their family members in our thoughts and prayers as they mourn his loss. So as I explained at the beginning, we're going to go through three sections of the town board meeting for today. We have three public hearings scheduled for today. We'll go through each of the public hearings. We have a number of people signed up for public hearing number one regarding a rezone application of Farmingdale Hospitality Partners, LLC. And then we'll get into the second portion, which is the agenda. Agendas, like I said, are available on the link on the YouTube channel posting, and we only have one member of the public so far signed up to speak on the agenda. And then we have an open portion when residents can address the board on any matters concerning town government or town services that are not on today's agenda. So with that, we'll go into the first public hearings in the first public hearing. Steve?
A public hearing on rezoning application of Farmingdale Hospitality Partners, LLC for the premises identified by SCTM number 100-48-2-14.001, located on the west side of New York State Route 110, approximately 919 feet north of Michael Drive in East Farmingdale.
Great, thank you. And like I said, we do have a number of people who've signed up to address the board. So we're going to let them in now.
Joining now. Here we go.
Okay. And if I could just ask, what I'm going to do is ask everyone to identify themselves. We'll start with Mr. Kretz first. If I think he's connected. You are connected. You're good, Steve.
Yes, thank you. I can hear you now.
So you're Stephen Kretz, 692 South Wellwood Avenue, Lindenhurst?
Yes, Mr. Supervisor, thank you.
Attorney for the applicant.
Correct.
Very good. And then I know we have Jeffrey Lazarick. Jeff, are you here? I'm sorry?
R&M Engineering.
Okay,
R&M
and
Engineering, okay.
you're 50 Elm Street in Huntington.
Yes, Mr. Supervisor.
Great. And then we also have Christopher Robinson.
Yes, here.
Great. And you're also at 50 Elm Street in Huntington. Donna Pusio.
Donna's not going to be on. She just set it up.
She's not on. Okay. And how about John Cohen?
Yes, I'm on. Can
And
you hear
John
me?
Cohen's representing the applicant. Or is
Yeah.
the applicant?
I
300
can
Robbins,
hear.
right, 300 Robbins Lane in Syosset.
Yeah.
Correct.
Great. Okay. Why don't we just have, I guess, Mr. Kretz, if you could just start off and give the board a brief summary of the application and what the applicant is requesting.
Yes, sir. This is property on the west side of Route 110 in East Farmingdale, a few feet north of, sorry,
County Boulevard?
Michael Drive, I'm
Drive.
sorry. It's a name that should be embedded in my memory because it's the first project that I ever worked on with John and the Blumenfels to get that theater in place.
Yeah.
We had a few funny moments in that, which you may recall. And it went through, and it's been a very successful project ever since. The other thing is working with John and RMS Engineering and Wayne Muller, the traffic engineer. We all work together with the town on developing the mall up in Deer Park, the Tanger Mall. So this is a great opportunity for me to get back together with everybody and remember those things. This is a project to build a hotel on this site, which meets the parking requirement, and that's the first thing we want to say about it. The number of units, the number of the occupancies match the requirements of the code, and we do need some relief from the zoning board, which we'll talk about in a little while if the board would like to, but the parking requires 101 stalls. We can provide the 101 stalls. It is across the street from another hotel known as the Marriott, and they are similar, and they're also, they share neighborhoods in a number of other areas that we're aware of, and they seem to be
that's
very
usually the
compatible.
case, right?
Yeah.
Where the hotels are usually back to back.
Yes, sir. That's what I think we have found, and we believe that this will work very well here. It's a very excellent mix of hotel rooms available for visitors to the town of Babylon, to Long Island, to the South Shore, and so forth. And yet, the way this lot is designed, and I'll leave that up probably to Chris to go into it in greater detail, but it is laid out in such a way that the amount of traffic impact on the Route 110 corridor will be very effectively and efficiently used by the properties that this connects to, the Floor & Decor development just south of this, and the other restaurants and so forth that are associated with that site will work nicely because we have a cross-access agreement arranged between this site and that site. So we think it'll work out very efficiently.
Great. Okay. Chris, did you want to speak to anything on the application?
Certainly, I'll just give a few updates. Steve Kretz gave us a pretty good layout of what it is. This site, the proposed hotel site, to change the zone from G Industrial to the MH Motel Hotel zone. We're looking to construct a 4-story hotel, which is a Hampton Inn & Suites. As Mr. Kretz mentioned, we have cross-access agreements. Essentially, this is a continuation of the Floor & Decor development that just recently occurred and just recently finished as of this spring with the new restaurants, Qdoba, I think it's Longhorn, and some of the food uses in the front.
Yep.
It also interconnects, as Mr. Kretz mentioned, with the United Artists Theater and the Starbucks. So we think it's a very, very well suited for a change of zone to the Motel Hotel District. We're at the intersection of Grumman Drive, which is the entrance to Republic Airport. The Marriott is across the street at the same intersection. It's certainly well suited to accommodate visiting pilots and flight crews that may come and go from Republic Airport. It's ideally situated centrally in the town of Babylon to service the rest of the community. Patrons of the hotel will be able to walk out the front door next door to restaurant and food uses and entertainment at the theater and coffee at Starbucks. And it's a really well-suited, sustainable type development with walkability for the patrons that are going to be there. There is some minor relief we're going to be looking for. The MH zone requires a 3-acre minimum. The parcel is 2.145 acres. So we have a slightly less area than would normally be required for the zone change. That's not something I can change at the moment. We are looking for a slight increase in the lodging density. Requires 1,500 square feet per room or per key, as referred to in the hotel business. We are proposing 925 square feet of land area per room. Our height, the zone requires or permits a 3-story, 35-foot building. We are looking for a 4-story, 43-foot building. With respect to the height, we have already been to the FAA, and we have a letter of non-impact or non-significance from the FAA as to the height and its proximity to Republic Airport. That letter has already been submitted to environmental and planning during the review that led up to this hearing. Our street frontage is 194 feet on Route 110, where the code requires 200. And we have also seeking a slightly reduced front yard setback off of 110 of 54 feet versus 75 feet. As far as the access, currently the way the site was built when Floor & Decor did it, they graded this property and leveled it. There's a full access along the northerly property line. That'll be closed off, and it'll be a right turn in only off of Route 110. We have been to the DOT. The DOT has approved our plan, subject to the submission of the bonds and insurances and the other items. We are connected to the public sewer. We've been working very closely with Suffolk County Department of Public Works and the Suffolk County Department of Health Services. Those approvals are pending a secret determination, which I believe will come from this board. You know, as I mentioned before, I think this is an ideally situated piece of property for this zone change. It's a tremendous redevelopment from the old Sky Drive that was here. It's a continuation of the good work that the Blumenfeld Development Group has done, in this case, under the Farmingdale Hospitality Partners, the owner of this property. And I think the type of work that they've done, and as far as next door, shows that this developer does a fantastic job above and beyond the norm, as you can see at the Arches at Deer Park, which was their development. I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.
Chris, you mentioned that this is what I would call an upzone from G Industrial, correct?
Yes, correct.
And if we left it at G Industrial, what types of use could be developed on G Industrial?
A lot. I believe Jeff was going to go into that with regarding to some of the as of right uses that could be accommodated there.
Yeah, Jeff, could you just give for the record, if the board didn't act on the request upzone, what would be eligible for the G Industrial?
2 of the permitted uses that would generate significantly more traffic than a proposed hotel would be a 4,500 square foot drive-in bank and 30,000 square feet of medical office. In addition, and this is in the letter report that we submitted to this board, a previously conditionally permitted use shopping center will generate significantly more traffic than proposed changes done for the hotel. So these 3 uses generate tremendously more traffic.
Great. And John Cohen, did you want to add anything? unmute John.
Little technical difficulties. I apologize.
You need one of your kids to help you with that.
They ran out on me. You're right. My headset's not working. No, I think the consultants did a great job outlining the project. We obviously have been pretty familiar with this development for many years. Actually, before Nider Artists Theater was built, we were involved in the renovation of 500 Pike County Boulevard, just to the west of our site. We've been, doing development in this immediate market for over 20 years now, and we feel that there's obviously this whole area has been changed for the better and has certainly been improved over the past several years. And our latest development, I think, was indicative of the change. Hotel would be a great complement to what we've had built there as well. The market is still strong for hotels, quite strong. We've done our market studies, and Hilton is eager for another flag to be put in this market. The one comment, I think in terms of the structure itself, it'd be complementary to other developments in the area, including the 2 hotels immediately across the street.
Great. Okay, Steve, did you want to add anything?
No, that's about it.
Okay, do any members of the board have any questions? No? Okay, so what we're gonna do is, since we're doing this by video, we're gonna close the hearing, reserve decision, but we're gonna keep the record open until June 30th. That'll give anyone else an opportunity, either if you would like to submit anything in addition for the board to consider, or if there's anybody else who wants to submit comments who may not have been able to jump on this meeting today, we'll have those comments accepted. And for members of the public who are watching, members of the public can submit comments to the town clerk's office, to either Jerry Compatella, our town clerk, or Stephen Greenwald, our deputy town clerk, and they'll make those comments available to members of the board for us to consider before we take action on the resolution at one of our next meetings. So we thank you all for being on and being attentive and providing us with the information today. So I'll take a motion from what I'm going to have Councilman Gregory want to put something on the record. Councilman Gregory?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Supervisor. Just as a matter of transparency, Mr. Kratz, I have acquired his services to handle a legal matter for my family regarding my recently passed father's estate. So I think it's probably appropriate for me to abstain on this vote.
Sure, that's fine. And so what we'll do is we'll take a motion to close and reserve by Councilman Martinez, seconded by Councilman McSweeney. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? And we'll note that 4 are in favor and Councilman Gregory abstained on that due to Mr. Kratz handling his father's estate, his recently passed father's estate. Thank you, gentlemen, and for joining us. And like I said, we'll be back in touch after we receive all the comments and the board is ready to make a decision.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, we'll go into the second public hearing.
A public hearing on amending Chapter 2, Article 4, Section 3-4 of the Town of Babylon Uniform Code of Traffic Ordinances.
We don't have any cards, so I'll take a motion from Councilman Mineta, second by Councilman Martinez to close and reserve. All those in favor? Opposed? Hearing is closed. Decision reserved. Third public hearing.
A public hearing on amending Chapter 2, Article 4, Section 2-8 of the Town of Babylon Uniform Code of Traffic Ordinances.
And we have no cards on that, no speakers on that as well. So we'll take a motion from Councilman Gregory, second by Councilman McSweeney to close and reserve. All those in favor?
Aye.
Hearing is closed. Decision reserved. That's it for the public hearings. We can now go to the resolutions, the agenda, both the tabled and the agenda for today. So we can let Mr. Madden in. Kev?
Joining now.
Okay. And we'll let him connect to audio here. Mr. Madden, can you hear us? Mr. Madden, can you hear us? Check in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, if you can hear us.
Gonna try to put him in the waiting room, put him back in, sometimes it resets it.
Yep, okay. Mr. Madden, can you hear us?
Hmm.
Looks like he's connected. Mr. Madden?
No, there's no audio next to his name.
Oh,
Yeah, unfortunately, we've had this happen before. There's not really much else we can do from our
He's
end.
saying he's connecting to audio.
right.
Looks like he's working on it.
Mr. Madden, can you hear us?
I'm gonna send him a message to ask him if he wants to call in for the audio.
Okay.
Oh, there he is. He's in.
Mr. Madden, are you in?
I'm in.
Okay, good afternoon, Mr. Madden. This is Rich Schaefer. I'm the supervisor and running the board meeting this afternoon.
Mr. Cluza has been very helpful to me.
Oh, don't say that. We're gonna have to give him a raise.
Now he is.
Yeah, he's been terrific, and he wanted to make sure that you were on because we're considering the resolution today, which is resolution 428, which is going to authorize the demolition and removal of the unsafe structure at 112 47th Street in Lindenhurst.
Yes.
And we have been told that you would like to speak in favor of that resolution.
Well, yes, the house is in bad shape.
And you live adjacent to the house?
I live right next door.
Next door, right?
Except it's the house directly next door to it. I live right in back of the house on the right-hand side. It's kind of an odd setup.
But you can see it from where you live.
The house is like right over the fence here.
Right, and so that's been a problem for you and your neighbors based on the condition of that house.
Well, the person on the left of 112 is Mr. McAllister, and the person directly on the right-hand side is a new house that they renovated, and there are the Lorenzos, and we live directly in back of the Lorenzos, but we are directly adjacent to the Kirshner property.
Okay, and so you would be in favor of us acting affirmatively on this resolution today?
Yes, please do that.
Great, and so that's what we're going to do now. So you can stay on, because what we're going to do, we don't have any other speakers for the resolution, so we're going to act on all the resolutions now, and you can sit and listen to us.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. So like I said, we don't have any other speakers who've signed up to speak this afternoon. If anybody's watching this meeting now and you do have an interest in any of the items that you hear are listed on the agenda, and the agendas are available on the link on the YouTube channel, you can always send in a comment or a question to any one of us, including any of the 4 council people or members of the town clerk's staff, and we will get back to you right away. So what we'll do is we'll go into the table resolutions, and we've got 2 resolutions on the tabled agenda. The first is resolution number 446 of 2019. So I'm going to make a motion to table that resolution until September 23rd. Second by Councilman Martinez. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, that resolution's tabled till September 23rd. And I'll make the same motion on resolution 447 of 2019 and seconded by Councilman McSweeney. All those in favor of the tabling motion?
Aye.
All those opposed? That resolution is also tabled to September 23rd town board meeting. So now we'll go into today's resolutions, and we'll start off with resolution 398.
I'm going to offer resolution 398.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 399.
Motion to approve 399.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 400.
I'll offer resolution 400.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 401.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 402.
I'll offer 402.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 403.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 404.
I'll offer 404.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 405.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 407.
I'll offer resolution 406.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 407.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 408.
I'll offer resolution 408.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Resolution's approved. Resolution 409.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 410.
I'll offer 410.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 411.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Would the clerk call the roll?
Councilman Mineta,
Yes.
Councilman Martinez,
Yes.
Councilman McSweeney,
Yes.
Councilman Gregory,
Yes.
Supervisor Schaefer.
And I abstain. So that resolution's approved. 4 votes in favor, 1 abstention. Resolution 412.
I'll offer resolution 412.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 413.
Motion.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 414.
I'll offer resolution 414.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 415.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 416.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 417.
I offer resolution 417.
I second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 418.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 419, I'm sorry.
I offer resolution 419.
I second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 420.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 421.
I offer resolution 421.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 422.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 423.
I offer resolution 423.
I second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 424.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 425.
I offer resolution 425.
I second.
All in favor? Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 426.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor? Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 427.
I offer 427.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. Resolution 428.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I second.
All those in favor? Opposed? That resolution's approved. Mr. Madden, congratulations. And Mr. Cluzin will let you know when we'll be able to get to the actual demo work. Resolution 429.
I move resolution 429.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. And resolution 430.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution's approved. That's it for the resolutions. We don't have anybody else signed up to speak during the open portion, so I'll take a motion to adjourn by Councilman Gregory, second by Councilman Martinez. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.